It was a dark and stormy night. The wind howled through the trees, and the rain beat down on the forest floor. Sarah had been walking for hours and she was lost. She had been hiking through the woods when the storm hit, and now she couldn't find her way back to the trail. As she stumbled through the underbrush, she heard strange noises all around her. Twigs snapped underfoot, and leaves rustled in the wind. She felt like she was being watched. Suddenly, she saw a light in the distance. It was a small cabin nestled deep in the woods. She ran towards it, hoping to find shelter from the storm. As she approached the cabin, she heard a strange chanting coming from inside. She hesitated for a moment, but then she knocked on the door. The chanting stopped, and the door creaked open. A tall, thin man stood in the doorway, his eyes glowing in the darkness. "Come in," he said, his voice low and menacing. Sarah stepped inside, and the door slammed shut behind her. She was trapped. The man led her to a room at the back of the cabin. It was filled with strange symbols and candles. She realized too late that she had stumbled upon a cult meeting. The cult members began to chant again, and Sarah felt a cold hand on her shoulder. She turned around and saw a ghostly figure standing behind her. She screamed, but no one came to her rescue. She was alone in the woods, with no one to hear her cries. The cult members continued their chanting, and Sarah realized that they were summoning a demon. She knew that she had to escape before it was too late. She ran towards the door, but it wouldn't budge. She was trapped. Suddenly the chanting stopped, and the room was filled with an eerie silence. Sarah turned around and saw the demon standing before her. It was a towering figure with horns and glowing red eyes. It reached out to grab her, but she managed to dodge its grasp. She ran towards the window and smashed it with a nearby candlestick. She climbed out onto the roof and jumped down to the ground below. She ran through the woods, her heart pounding in her chest. She didn't stop until she was miles away from the cabin. When she finally caught her breath, she realized that she had escaped with her life. But she knew that she would never forget the horrors that she had witnessed in that spooky forest at night.